Hey guys, I wanted to start off today with an announcement. Super exciting. Me and my best friend are going to New York this weekend to see the Lightning Thief musical. The Lightning Thief musical. You guys, I am so excited. So here's what happened. The Lightning Thief musical people on Twitter asked me via YouTube if they could use me as a GIF. And so they've been gifting my video multiple times. I don't know, you could check out their Twitter, it's at LT Musical, I think. And so they gifted me a whole bunch, and my mom was like, well, if they're gonna use you like that, then they should give me something back, you know? Maybe like free tickets to the musical perhaps, and I could promote it for them, and then they could use me for gifts, which they have. And so I asked, and they delivered. And so me and my best friend are going up to New York on Saturday morning, and so exciting. And I just want to let you guys know that I will be filming a review and discussion of the video as well as vloggy type things while I'm in New York to document my experience and just how much fun that I'm going to have, because I'm super excited. Wow. Okay, so the actual part of this video, which I hope you can tell by the title, is the stereotypes that people have about people who read for fun and love books and collect books or just really love literature to some extent. These are stereotypes which I believe are not always true and which are far too overgeneralized in the public sphere outside of readerdom and sometimes inside readerdom too. And I just want to abolish these stereotypes because they can affect people and their self-esteem and just how they feel like they are able to fit in. The first of these is that readers read all the time. Now, I know that this is something that we love to be able to do, but unfortunately, life exists, and jobs exist, and school exists, and everything just kind of meshes together to form a time when you maybe aren't able to read every day. Sometimes I'm not able to read for like a week, and a lot of people assume that I read all the time, that I'm always have a book in hand. And yes, that was me in high school, and I may have been a bit overzealous when it came to the book holding in high school, because I would just carry around with me and actually not read it for like days, just because I knew that if I had the chance I would pick it up, but I never really got the chance that much. So yeah, reading all the time does not always happen. Number two is fast reading. People assume, from what I can tell, that because you like books, you are really fast at reading and you can just knock out those books one after the other super fast, read all the books that you want, all the books that you like, and this is kind of tied into the always reading as well. But yeah, I personally am not a fast reader, and I have felt kind of bad about it at times because people will just assume, just my friends will be like, oh, well, you obviously read so fast because you love to read, so then naturally I can never live up to your reading speed. But some people who like do not read for fun read faster than I do, so that's just a thing of life, and I think that that should be more well known. The third part is that people who love to read also love Harry Potter, which is not necessarily false. However, although I do love Harry Potter, I'm not obsessed with it, and I did not actually read it until 9th grade. It's not something that's really shaped who I am as a person, and I know that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's just part of their childhood and part of their upbringing was Harry Potter, but that's not me, and that's not some other people that I know. When someone asks, oh, what's your favorite fantasy series? Oh, besides Harry Potter. Oh, blah blah blah, besides Harry Potter, blah blah blah. Well, of course you love Harry Potter. Oh, do you know this one part, this one small tiny fact in Harry Potter? I'm like, no, I read the whole series once in 9th grade. That was like 8 years ago. 7 years? That wasn't 8 years ago. That was like 6 years ago. Feels like 8 years ago. It was forever. So not everyone loves Harry Potter. That's just not a thing that happens. You know, people have different tastes. You can't just give everyone one series and expect them all to love it. The fourth thing that I would like to bring up is that people think that we as readers are quiet and reserved, that we don't like to be in the spotlight. The assumption that people who read are introverted is very annoying because I am an extroverted person, so much so that on this test that we took in my personality psychology class, I was like a 12 out of 14 extroverted. So just people assuming that people who like to read or sit inside during rainy days and read or collect books, etc., are introverted is just very annoying for me because I love interacting with people. I really do. I just also like to read. So yes, not everyone who likes to read is quiet and reserved, and as you can tell, I am a very energetic person. There are a lot of energetic people on BookTube, so I felt like a lot of you could relate to this sentiment that actually my best friend Lena brought up. So that's number 4. Number 5 is that people who read are super knowledgeable and intelligent about almost everything. This is another thing that's kind of a touchy subject because you can easily get like C's and love to read, or even get A's and just not really be able to recall many facts about things, but still really enjoy the experience of delving into some sort of fiction world and just loving fictional characters and having this community of book lovers. And I think that that's something that people could feel like they're insufficient when it comes to that. If people assume that they're smart and knowledgeable and they come to them for all these facts and they're like, I don't know, why would you assume that? And it's just because they have a book in their hands. So the last one I want to talk about, number 6. Number 6 is that people assume that because you like to read, you are not going to be good at math or science. And that is so opposite. I know that my big in my sorority is a nursing major, and she's the president of her class and whatever, and she loves to read. I mean, she doesn't anymore because she doesn't have time. But, I mean, that's one example, and I can give you many more examples. I got a really good grade in maths and sciences just all throughout high school, all throughout school. And to be honest, English was never my strongest class. That was always math for me. And I love reading. And, I mean, I'm an English major now, but those two factors of life and of the brain don't necessarily have to be separate. You can love reading and also be really into like biology or something, and they are not mutually exclusive. So that was just me getting out some rantish feelings about people stereotyping other people, which is always sucky in my opinion, or actually not in my opinion, just in general. Stereotypes are awful. Let me know what you think, or if there are any stereotypes that people placed on readers and people who love books that maybe I forgot that you have experienced yourself. Let me know down in the comments, and I will have the videos about the musical up for you next week, hopefully maybe the week after that, depending on how much stuff I have to do with school. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye!